I'm Ayla.
I'm Mickey.
And I'm Aaron, aka Be Lucky.
You're watching
MD90.
That's right. And we the unapologetic.
Nomadic.
Well, as you may be aware, former Home Affairs Minister in Edgar Lungu's government, Stephen Kampyongo, and his wife have been in court from pretty much the time that they left government in 2021. And that court case has been finally concluded, and the judgment has been given. That court proceedings, and this is what happened. As of a couple of hours ago, judgment was passed. The lady that you see there, that's Stephen Kampyongo's wife, and then Stephen Kampyongo on the right there. Currently, the Member of Parliament for Shwangandu. So during the build-up to the judgment, the PF started posting this. They said Wenizia Chirwa Kampyongo is an economist who has worked since 2006. So they started saying that Wenizia Chirwa Kampyongo is an economist with a master's degree and earned enough money. So simply argument that was coming from the PF in the build-up to that case, which couldn't change anything because at this point, only the courts could determine the outcome of that case, but all these posts started coming up in the build-up to the judgment of that. And then finally, the PF later posted, they say judgment against Honorable Stephen Kampyongo in the Second Magistrates Court being read now. So this is when now the judgment was being given, and this is what came up. And then the UPND later posted saying, opposition PF Member of Parliament Stephen Kampyongo was acquitted of all charges he was facing in the Economic Financial Crimes Court. So it seems like Stephen Kampyongo was cleared of all those cases because the co-accused him and his wife were in court for the same cases. I mean, then he was cleared of that. But more congratulations were coming from Mao Sampa. He says, congratulations to are in order to Shwangandu PF Member of Parliament, Honorable Stephen Kampyongo, on his acquittal today by the Financial Crime Court. The opposition needs all the numbers possible inside Parliament. We thank God. So that would have been another by-election had he been convicted, just like Tembeshe Member of Parliament and the other Member of Parliament. There are about two PF Member of Parliament that are jailed. But Waniza Chiro Kampyongo jailed for 3 years. So Stephen Kampyongo was cleared off the charges, but his wife has been jailed for 3 years. Simple imprisonment in the case that they had. So that's as things stand. So I do not know how Kampyongo would receive these congratulations that is receiving, where he's been cleared off the charges, but his wife has been convicted. I doubt he will be celebrating that. So his wife was jailed on Friday, so meaning she's spending a night in prison. That's the weekend in prison, not just a night. The earliest they can appeal for anything should be Monday or Tuesday thereabout. So she's definitely going to spend the weekend in jail, as they probably are going to appeal that case. But as things stand, she's been convicted for 3 years. What is other court cases? It's been this Friday was busy. Edgar Lungu was also in court for his eligibility case. His wife was in court. His daughter, the one that you see on screen, was also a property, a cinder property farm was forfeited to the state. Not only that, there was another case that was coming up. So pretty much the Lungu family was in court the past week that has been going on. So Edgar Lungu later posted, he did a live stream. He said, I have arrived at High Court in Lusaka, where I have accompanied my darling wife, Esther, who is appearing before court in a matter that is coming up for judgment. So this is in the case of the flats that are alleged to be proceeds of crime. So the judgment was also given. A lot of judgments were given this past Friday. And then obviously those properties were forfeited to the state. That's the conviction. I mean, that's the judgment that came out of that. And the Patriotic Front made an argument saying inflating value of property to secure forced conviction. Esther Lungu to appeal against the judicial judgment. Yesterday, Magistrate Sylvia Munina canned the prosecution for overinflating the value of the property to help secure forced conviction. So the argument that pretty much the PF and Edgar Lungu are putting across to say these properties are not worth the amount that the prosecutors were arguing to say were. So they are less than the value that was pretty much communicated. So that's the appeal stance that they are likely to put across. But anyway, those are the flats which belong to Esther Lungu, which have been forfeited to the state. And then different sections of the society are saying they should be auctioned away, but I'm pretty sure they are not able to do that until that appeal process is done. But as things stand, the flats that you see on screen, which belong to Esther Lungu, have been forfeited to the state, and what happens to them is yet to be decided. So those are the ones that are saying are not worth the amount that the prosecution were putting across. I'm pretty sure this case will proceed, but as things stand, Edgar Lungu's daughter, Priscilla Lungu, has lost a farm in Sinda. His wife has lost those flats that you see on screen there. And then the only thing that is left is also a judgment in his eligibility case, which should be coming up next week or so in October. Thereabout. It's a busy week for court cases. One is Lungu accuses 3 judges of Akainde bias. So the Judicial and Code of Conduct Act does not permit any judicial officer to sit to participate in a decision or deciding matter in which they have personal or direct interest. So the argument that Edgar Lungu is putting across with regard those judges to saying they are pretty much Hakainde Hichilema as people, and he would prefer them to recuse themselves. I'm pretty sure the courts will determine that, and we wait and see how it comes up. They want this to be done before judgment or is given on that eligibility case. That's where things stand. What else is in the newspaper? This is in the Daily Mail. Pretty much referring to still Lungu sends Lungu back. Commission tells ex-president to raise grievances in court. So pretty much saying those grievances that were presented to the JCC can only be argued in court. Or is JCC dismisses Edgar Lungu's complaint against on-court judges. This is in the news digger, so pretty much that's what has come off that. The case can only be fought in court, not anywhere else. The mass newspaper says our leaders are cruel. You can't expect someone who lives in heaven to sympathize with those living in hell, says Moyo. So that's how things are standing right now. What is the daily liberation? Says Changala asks court to subpoena Hakainde Hichilema na Lumango. I doubt the president can be subpoenaed or has to be in court because he's got immunity. Anyway, Edgar Lungu still has his immunity and is appearing before court. Maybe that's possible, but the sitting president, I doubt that is possible. Lawyers, how do things stand? You can advise, but as from what I know, President Hakainde Hichilema has immunity and cannot appear in court. He's even a sitting president. We wait and see how that plays out. This is the daily liberation. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen.